over the last 7 years, the demand for such services has increased. And residents have come forward, they've been asking for more legal clinics to be established. They want greater accessibility. I think today's MOU will obviously see a bigger collaboration between the CDCs and the LOSOC. The new community legal clinics will be set up so that there will be at least one in every district, perhaps more depending on demand. And they will coordinate their work with other independent legal clinics that link up with social services agencies within the community, and eventually we really want to make it seamless, integrate all the different types of services and try and get them working together, because ultimately the resident doesn't really know, if I go here I get this, if I go there I get that. I think the onus is on us to try and integrate and provide as seamless a service as possible. Obviously more volunteer lawyers are going to be needed, but before that I think we have to express our deepest appreciation to the people who have been serving tirelessly, huge amount of time for many years. They really have their hearts in the community.
Today's event marks a milestone in our partnership between the 5 CDCs and the Law Society of Singapore. We will launch the Community Legal Pro Bono Services Network Initiative at the 5 districts, making it more accessible for low-income residents to seek legal advice. We will also slowly build out our network of legal clinics within the districts to make it more convenient for our residents.
Of course, we are very encouraged by this collaboration, which is into its 8th year right now. It is always very satisfying to know that the craft that you practice, is able to benefit the men in the street. And why do we deal with the CDCs? Because I think the CDCs, they know what are the issues on the ground, and they are also the useful collection point because they get feedback from the various agencies, counselling centres, family service centres. So they know what the problems are, they collate those problems, and then they get in touch with the lawyers. And here's where I think the giving of legal services will be at its most effective.
And so I think it's just a wonderful collaboration between LawSoc, what it's doing, and the CDCs. It just gives access for what is badly needed legal aid, especially for those who may not know where to go or who may not be able to afford it.
So this initiative is really quite an exceptionally good development because it's looking specifically on that logistical delivery and it's kind of making it more coherent and more organized. So that is wonderful news for people who need legal assistance in Singapore. The other good news is that students are very interested in the clinical experience. So for many years now, NUS students, especially beginning students in first year, very much want to support the legal clinics. And it's very good for them. So they're very interested, and also it's very good for them because they get exposed to the day-to-day problems, legal problems that people have. Law school should not just be about legal rules and books. It should be figuring out who really needs the assistance and how to get it to them.
I think this collaboration today that we've all witnessed is historic. It's really an expansion of the pro bono footprint, the networking, and the collaboration. When we see, in a sense, a reflection of the many helping hands philosophy that the government has adopted, albeit through the partnerships of Law Society, the CDCs, and the respective PAs and CCs and the volunteer lawyers themselves. I think together, through this linkage, through linking our hands, I think it makes for a far more coordinated, far more cohesive, and a far more organized framework, which will touch, hopefully, all of Singapore and all the indigent and people who need access to justice.